This is going to be a good time, and I'm just going to go for it and go fast, and I'm not going to take too much time. But I usually have to do what I call a moving day, where I shift artifacts around and put them into my displays if I'm going to do that, or move them forward and get them into somebody's hand that they can love and share or give away themselves. We have a good community here. Now, this is a moving day giveaway, but it's Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to many. If you don't get to this until Mother's Day, if you happen to be a lady out there, happy Mother's Day. It is a giveaway. I'm going to tell you, first of all, how you can win a bunch of these. I've already selected some. A couple right here that are absolutely great artifacts. And what I do is when I get through these things and decide, it'll be sort of a surprise to you, but you'll get them sure as you live. Just look under my Indian Trace gifts folder. These I've got to get into my, I found them a while ago, but I still haven't gotten them into my display box. There might be 6 times this many, 7 times this many that I've done other things with, but these are pieces that I just loved. Found some of them some months ago. But anyway, that's how I roll. And so I figured out that it's time. I have too many of these. These were in one of the bins, and it's time to move. Here's how you win. And look at this. This is a great selection. I mean, I'm doing this to document so that I'll have some images to document and to remember, even if they find a different home. I never regret, though. There's never a regret. So you'll see some of these as I go around. But as we get a good overview here, this is how you win them. All you have to do is, and Indian Trace as a channel does not count. You cannot respond by talking about Indian Trace or by sharing that is your choice. If it is, and I say, here's the question that you have to answer by comment. What is a channel that features artifacts that is or ancient things or fossils that you think is absolutely great, your favorite? And why? Which one and why? Now, Indian Trace does not count. You cannot use Indian Trace as one of them at all, because that would be a conflict of interest. No, seriously, you cannot. You must choose your second choice and then just feature a channel. Like, as I go through this, it's super easy for me to do. I could use one that hasn't been able to post in years and years, and I'm always concerned for the fella. I don't know if he's still here, but Treasure Hunter for Life was a fantastic heart and fun collecting these things and treating his son out in the fields. And he had a bunch of incidents that were totally unfortunate that many of you have had. Number one, great artifacts like these. He had somebody break in and steal his collection. Filth. I barely even want artifacts that somebody would give me because I find so many. This is the only reason. Secondly, he got in a catastrophic accident that hurt him, paralyzed him. If you have a report on Treasure Hunter for Life, give it to me. Well, that's just an example. Points 365 is another example. Or points 365. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I think another I might say is Tennessee Valley Relics or something. I can go on and on. One sort of like got a name like a frog or something. I got them all on my favorites, but some of the reasons, now you got to choose one and the reason for it to win some of these, to win a group of these. I told you the reason for Treasure Hunter for Life. If you take points 365, for example, he's began a unique way. He never talks. he finds some things, I believe it's in Tennessee, that just blow my mind, and the quality of artifacts is just astounding to me. Of course, what you're seeing here is just what I have in the ground. You can only pick up or get what you have in the ground, right? So choose a channel, and it can feature any of them. It could be Flint Spall, it could be Richard's Rock House, it could be any one of them that we feature out here. It could be Ridge Raider, but tell me who it is and the reason why you just absolutely love that channel as one of your top, as your top one. Remember, do not say my channel. Do not say Indian Trace. Now, I'd appreciate everything, but you've got to choose a different channel. Feature some of these guys, and, well, I don't really care about traffic. Drive some traffic by their sites. Look at these points. It's just unbelievable. I'm blessed to be able to be out there and find them. I didn't want to handle them too much, just give you a really close, high definition shot of these. Here's a couple tools. Unbelievable. I do not think this on the right is, and we featured this already, is preform. I don't think it, because points where they're hafted, and I'm not saying this was hafted, something was going on, get discolored permanently, stained. And it's that way on both ends, which means it's been like this a long time, and when they were using it. You'll see that on rhyolite points. I think it worked for them as a multi-tool to process hides. It's just my best guess. And then this is probably hafted in, hafted scraper, both rhyolite, and look at the different colors. This is a rhyolite that begins in a deep coffee brown. Patina is this light color. Remember, choose a channel that you totally love, that you think is great, and the reason. It could be Black River Fossils, which I would say, because it's just unbelievable to see how the timeline stretches out in what we think, it's not the oldest. This is definitely not the oldest part of the timeline. And even though some of this stuff, like a Guilford Yuma right here, is pushing back to 6,000 BC, stuff Black River Fossil brings up, fossils, shark's teeth, megalodon teeth, are significantly older than this stuff. Look at the sugar quartz. Unbelievable piece. It's fun. Big. Another big piece. These two came from the same country. The same close, two pods right next to each other. So, as I assemble and decide which of these I have to move forward, I think this is a Rowan and rhyolite, but look at the flaking. I decide which one of these to move forward. Pick your favorite channel and tell me why. And I'm totally not biased. It could be Heartbreaker Relics. It could be Rocks Crusoe. I don't care. What you feel is what I care about. It helps people learn when they read those comments in the comments. Your favorite and why. Exclude Indian Chase. Can't even have talk here. It's probably because it's the morning. Look at these pieces. An Iridyakin. So many of these are just worth a second look, so I wanted you to think about that, because they're going out the door, some of them. I've got to find homes that are good. That's why I want you to share with me a little bit on your heart and what you love, so that I can subjectively select a good place for these to be safe, to be cared for, or showed off, or paid forward, or given away. It's fine. Look at those Guilfords. Unbelievable to me. So this is a group of artifacts, as I finish, that I totally loved. Some of them already, though, I've loved long enough, and I know they've got to have a different home. because I've got a little bit of an overload, and I don't like that. So I hope you get the opportunity to win a totally awesome group. And if you don't want them yourself and you have somebody you think will love them, get in it for them. Pay it forward. Can never lose. Hope you find out there.